Sunram. Sunram finds an OC left pocket three on the way. Tickles it twine.
Now it's Maddie Bass on the drive. Bass, nice move, and Bass with an easy layup.
To the feet, Ruppel brought back down. O'Connor, though, lost the grab, and down to the mat. Ruppel with a chance for a pin with a minute 15. There it is.
Pick and roll, Kaloran. Hooks it underneath, and a bunny for Hannig.
Right side to Charlie Shaw. Shaw looks right, drives in, attacks the double team, and splits him for the layup.
Halsted Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a pleasant good Thursday afternoon inside the bubble. This is our pregame show today, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. And welcome to our second day of the Barnes County Girls Basketball Tournament here on yourliveevent.com. I'm Chase Miller alongside Joey Hughes. Today, 4 games for you as the bracket looks like this. Our first of 2 consolation semifinals featuring Wyndmere Lidgerwood, the Warbirds going up against the White Shield Warriors. Then at 4:30, we will get to our second consolation semifinal featuring the Mustangs of South Border and the Eagles of Enderlin. Semifinals tonight, number 1 seed and the defending champ here in the BCT. That'll be at 6 o'clock with Northern Cass, and alongside with them going up against the Lobos of Lemoore-Litchfield-Marion. Then from there at 7:30, it'll be our nightcap with Valley City and alongside the Maple River Raiders. This is our pregame show, again brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. We're going to take a quick break, and we come back. We'll recap what happened on Tuesday, go over some stat leaders. We'll get you ready for this contest with the Warbirds and alongside the White Shield Warriors. That and more still to come here on yourliveevent.com.
Fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halsted, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halsted Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halsted Telephone Company today.
This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Many factors impact your ability to increase profits on the farm. Make sure your planter is an asset and not a liability. Some limiting factors in making the perfect planter pass are row maintenance, meter calibration, and downforce management. It will not cost you anything to have the conversation about identifying solutions for these limiting factors. Agassiz Precision Ag, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
As we continue on our Irie Insurance pregame show here today inside the bubble, let's recap what happened again back 48 hours ago here at Valley City State University in our first of 4 quarterfinals. 85-12, Northern Cass picked up the win over White Shield. Hayden Crockett broke a tournament record all-time with 40 points, also with 8 rebounds in the win for Northern Cass. The Jaguars also had a nice performance off the bench by Cadence Huzar, 8 points by Carly Ryder as well. White Shield in the scoring column led by the 9 points of Anira Tenbears as she finished with 5 rebounds. From there, our second semifinal in the 5-4 matchup, the 4 seed of Lemoore-Litchfield-Marion led at the half 32-22, and then took a nice run to start the third quarter and eventually put the Warbirds away 54-30. Lobos 18 points by Addie Smith with 3 made triples, also 17 points by Anna Kolesko with 8 rebounds. The Warbirds were led in the scoring column by Emerson Johnson with 4 boards and 2 assists, while he had 5 points and 11 rebounds by Mariah Jurdy as well. From there, our third quarterfinal featured South Border and Valley City, and the Highliners quite simply shot the lights out here inside the bubble as they hit 14 three-pointers in the contest on 25 attempts. Valley City have 4 players in double digits. The 18 points of Mariah Freeze, the 15 points then of Katie Burchell, and he had 4 threes as well for Freeze, and also Maddie Anderson. South Border led in the scoring column as they were led by the 8 points of Macy Munson. Then in our nightcap with Enderlin and Maple River, 2 players in double digits, the 12 points of Brio Caloran, the 10 of Violet Richmond. Edison Hanig with 8 points and 14 rebounds, while Enderlin was led by the 13 points of Espen Schleck. Maple River took it 55-31. We'll continue on our Irie Insurance pregame show after this. Go over some of our stat leaders from the first day, that and more. Still to come on our Irie Insurance pregame show. Out of the starting lineups, and also we'll take a look at the latest basketball polls in both Division B, Division A, and Division AA on the girls' side here inside Valley City State University.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Tick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Taking a look at what happened back on Tuesday in the 4 games in terms of some of the stat leaders here in the Barnes County Girls Basketball Tournament. Hayden Crockett with 40 points, broke a record again held by Riley Nudell dating back to 2015 with Maple Valley. Riley had 39 points. Hayden Crockett with 40 points, the single game record here in the BCT. Addison Hanig led the way in terms of the windows with 14 rebounds for the Maple River Raiders in their win over the Enderlin Eagles. Addie Smith from Lemoore Litchfield Marion had 10 steals in their contest against the Warbirds. Also, as we alluded to earlier, had a handful of three-pointers. And then Valley City as a team, 14 made threes. You start adding them all up. That's a pretty nice number of 42 points for the Highliners just from beyond the arc back in the quarterfinals. We'll continue all of our coverage tomorrow as well here on yourliveevent.com. Same time, everything gets going at 3 o'clock in the afternoon for the 7th place game. 4:30 will be the Consolation Championship. At 6, it'll be the 3rd place. And then 7:30 roughly will be the championship tomorrow night here in Valley City. Also following the championship game, we'll get to our free throw champ. We will go from there and name the All Barnes County Girls Basketball Tournament team, and then we will get to the final awards presentation as well. The boys tournament, mark it on your calendar for January 7th, 9th, and the 11th. So again, January 7th, 9th, and the 11th will be the boys tournament coming up here from Valley City State University. The Warbirds of Wyndmere Lidgerwood and White Shield the Warriors will both be participating in that boys BCT. Lemoore Litchfield Marion, Maple River, Enderlin, Wyndmere Lidgerwood, Barnes County North, and Mayport CG will make up the boys field in January. And of course, there's a lot of thanks to be given out, not just to the sponsors and those behind the scenes here on yourliveevent.com, but those who are physically on the grounds over the last couple of years. It's been Mark Potts handling the duties, but thanks again to Carrie Bodine and also Colin Haas helping us out here throughout the tournament with the stats and a myriad of other things throughout the tournament. You can go to VCSU/BCT. That's VCSU/BCT to find the complete game recap box score, some photos from earlier, and alongside, again, the live stats as well. Coach Mack, Dennis McCulloch, the VCSU Athletic Director, Calvin Kraft, the Barnes County Athletic Association Commissioner of the Enderlin Eagles, as well Steve Olson from VCSU, the Assistant Athletic Director. All of those do a really fine job for us and help us out behind the scenes here as well. We'll take a quick break. When we come back after this, we'll dive into the matchup a little bit more between the Warbirds and the Warriors here today from Valley City on your liveevent.com on our Irie Insurance pregame show.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Ground North is a coffee shop and boutique located in the Bank North Mall in Lemoore, North Dakota. You can find a complete outfit at Ground North from sizes to small up to 3XL, ranging from sweaters, a variety of tops, bottoms, activewear, loungewear, and more. Ground North is open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. For more information or to check out the latest styles, go online to groundnorthboutique.com. That's groundnorthboutique.com.
The friendly staff at Lemoore Drugstore reminds you from prescription requests and OTC medication, you can find it all at Lemoore Drugstore. Gear up for the winter season with heated glove and boot liners to heated stadium seats, body wraps, and scarves. Plus, Lemoore Drugstore has an Evo car jump starter with an air compressor and power ports. You can also keep your refreshments cold or food warm with an Evo thermoelectric cooler bag. Located in the center of Lemoore in the Bank North Mall. For more, go to LemooreDrugstore.com or stop in and check us out.
Inching closer to the opening tip as both teams have gone to the locker rooms here. 6.5 minutes left to go before we get to our starting lineups and the opening tap here today from Valley City. This is our pregame show brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote started today. Latest basketball polls across the state of North Dakota earlier in the week on the Division B side of things. Central McLean number 1 with 15 first-place votes, with Bowman County number 2 receiving 4 first-place votes. We'll see 2 teams in the top 10 later tonight. Number 3 team in the state is Maple River. The number 7 team is Lemoore Litchfield Marion, again coming in 7th. 4th is Sargent County out of Region 1. You go out west then to round out your top 5 with Kenmare Bowbells. So Central McLean 1 at number 2, Bowman County. Maple River number 3. Sargent County 4, Kenmare Bowbells at number 5. Benson County, well, they won the Deluxe, or make that the Devil's Lake Invitational last week up in Devil's Lake for their tournament. So Benson County, they're number 6. LLM again at 7. Grant County, Mont Regent makes up 8 with Edgeley, Colum, Montpelier 9, and Tioga sits at number 10. That's your top 10 on the B side. Top 5 on the A side. South Prairie Max is number 1, followed by Devil's Lake, Shiloh Christian, Thompson, and Kindred. The Valley City Highlanders are receiving votes, and a team that we will see again a little bit later on here in the semifinals. Double A Minot, Horace, Davies, Mandan Legacy, and Bismarck High. From there, we go into this matchup a little bit more with Wyndmere Lidgerwood and White Shield. White Shield 0-1 on the season. After the game got done, they headed the 3.5 hours west, and they will be doing that as well after this game concludes, and they will make the quick turnaround tomorrow morning back to Valley City as well. White Shield head coach by Shelly Kaplan, 0-1 on the season on a Division B, Region 4, District 8. 85-12 loss against Northern Cass. Again, back on Tuesday. Anira Tembers, the sophomore, 9 points, 5 rebounds. She had 2 3-pointers. And Precious Rich, the sophomore, with 3 points and 6 rebounds, led the floor for the White Shield Warriors. Well, for the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds, head coach by Rylan Gutzmer, they opened up the season with a win at Ellendale, 61-41, then fell short to the Lobos. Again, just the start of the second half, you're down by 10. Then all of a sudden, the LLM had a 7-0 run, and then just too much of a hole for the Warbirds at that point back on Tuesday afternoon to climb out of in their 54-30 loss against the Lobos. Wyndmere Lidgerwood, 1 win and 1 loss on the season. After they wrap up tomorrow here in the BCT, they will play just one more game here in 2024, traveling to Wilmot, South Dakota. Then they really get in the swing of things after that, after the holidays, with January the 3rd, a big district but also region contest against the Bulldogs of Sargent County. The Warbirds back on Tuesday shot 11 of 39 from the floor, 2 of 10 from the land of 3, with 6 of 16 from the free throw line. Too many turnovers. They had 21, while White Shield in their loss against Northern Cass went 4 of 26 shooting from the floor, 2 of 15 from the land of 3. They went 2 of 4 from the stripe. They had too many turnovers as well, with 42 turnovers in the loss against Northern Cass. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll put a bow on our Irie Insurance pregame show. Get you ready for the starting lineups and the opening tap. That's all still to come here today for game number 1 of 4 from the Barnes County Girls Basketball Tournament.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime, serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond. We are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsboro, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank, strong communities.
I'm James Jensen with RE/MAX Now, where we make the process of buying and selling property easy. This is Don. He's recently been thinking about selling his house. Here are the top 5 struggles Don is most likely to encounter. Number 1, pricing.
Somebody buy my house.
Number 2, the marketing.
Number 3, the negotiation.
4, the paperwork.
And number 5, the closing.
We can help with that. So when you want to find Realty Now, choose RE/MAX Now. Go to findrealtynow.com.
It's easy to see yourself here at Valley City State University, where faculty know your name and your dreams, where opportunities stretch as far as your aspirations and your interests drive your college experience. Here you'll find a community that supports you in every aspect of college life, and you'll leave ready to make a difference in the world. See yourself at VCSU. Schedule a tour today.
Wyndmere Auto is your hometown auto and a parts store. Their dedicated staff at Wyndmere Auto provides service and repair on cars, tractors, and trucks. In addition to auto and truck service, Wyndmere Auto has supplies from hardware and plumbing to agriculture solutions to local specialty products, and sells and installs tires. Wyndmere Auto will strive to give you the best service at the greatest value possible. For shop hours, specials, or auto products, go online to wyndmereauto.com. Wyndmere Auto, located at 500 Highway 13 West in Wyndmere.
Both teams are back out of the locker room as we're getting ready for the opening tip here in a moment. Again, that does it for our pregame show, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. To get a free quote started today, go to their website. That is IrieInsurance.com. One more time. That again is IrieInsurance.com. It's the 8th seed of White Shield going up against the 5th seed of Wyndmere Lidgerwood. Following that, we will get to the 7-6 matchup of South Border and the Enderlin Eagles. Our first of 2 semifinals starting at 6 o'clock tonight will feature Northern Cass, and alongside with them, Lemoore Litchfield-Marion, and our nightcap of Valley City and the Maple River Raiders. Again, that does it for our pregame show, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. When we come back after this, we'll get to the starting lineups and the opening tip as we get you ready for Game 5 of 12 here in the Barnes County 2024 Girls Basketball Tournament. Our officials here today of Lance Lukes, Roger Kozowski, and Landon Peel. The Warbirds will be in their black uniforms, while the Warriors will be in their white uniforms. Back into this with the starting lineup next in Valley City.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsboro Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota, Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neillsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argusville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
This is Chris, Legacy Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Many factors impact your ability to increase profits on the farm. Make sure your planter is an asset and not a liability. Some limiting factors in making the perfect planter pass are row maintenance, meter calibration, and downforce management. It will not cost you anything to have the conversation about identifying solutions for these limiting factors. Legacy Precision Ag, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
As we get you ready for the starting lineups, first for the White Shield Warriors here, they're head coached by Shelley Kaplan. They'll go like this: Kiara LaCroix, the sophomore. Anira Tenbears is also a sophomore. From their Precious Rich, a sophomore as well. You got Aubrey Everett in the starting lineup here tonight for the White Shield Warbirds. And then from that standpoint, they will be having Hunter Crow's Ghost in the starting lineup as well. Crow's Ghost again in the starting lineup here for Shelley Kaplan. So one more time for White Shield: LaCroix, Tenbears, Rich, Everett, and Crow's Ghost here for the White Shield Warriors, with a mark of 0 wins and 1 loss on the season. For the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds, they'll go like this: Valerie Mendoza, the 5'5 junior guard. Summer Steinhaus, the 5'8 senior forward, with Emerson Johnson, the 5'9 senior. Samantha Dodson-Rod, the 5'10 senior forward, and then Maria Jurdy, the 5'11 senior center. Mendoza, Steinhaus, Johnson, Dodson-Rod, and Jurdy. The Warbirds, under the guidance of head coach Rylan Gutzmer, with a mark of 1 win and 1 loss on this season. Division B Region 4 meets Division B Region 1 here on a Thursday afternoon in Valley City. That again does it for our pregame show, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. 4 8-minute quarters, a 30-second shot clock goes up on the scoreboard, as we will have that throughout this tournament. The same for the boys as well once we get to January. Go to our website, yourliveevent.com, or simply hit subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can check out all the action from games that happen on Tuesday and throughout the course of the season as well. White Shield will be going right to left in their white uniforms. The Warbirds left to right, as they will be going in their black uniforms. Their official of Landon Peel will do the honors to get this one in the circle. Jurdy going up against Precious Rich. Opening tip here at 3:03 on a Thursday afternoon, and day 2 of the BCT is underway. Warbirds able to get into the front court early to Mendoza. Mendoza here at the top of the key uses up that dribble, looks for a teammate. Bounce pass left-hand side to Steinhaus. Steinhaus driving kick to Emerson. Johnson making her way inside the paint, throwing it up. There's a block shot by Precious Rich, but Jurdy gets the ball back. Bounce pass right to Johnson, up for 2. Emerson Johnson with the opening 2 points here for the Warbirds as they take the lead on our Bank North scoreboard. Right-handed side, deep three-pointer on the way. That'll be off the front iron, no good by Aubrey Everett. Long rebound comes out to Summer Steinhaus. Bounce pass across the paint to Johnson, can't get it to go. And a rebound by Tenbears, and we'll see a foul on the opposite 11 here of Wyndmere Lidgerwood. A foul will be on Emerson Johnson, her first and the team's first here today. As we will see White Shield bringing the basketball into the front court, as they will see this one with Aubrey Everett. Everett, right-handed side, will pass it now to Crow's Ghost on the interior, losing it on the way up, but off the deflection was Aubrey Everett. They are a pair of sisters here with Emery and Aubrey. 26 seconds on the shot clock. White Shield will inbound the basketball. Precious Rich clears out a little bit of the paint. Can't get it to go, though, by 10 Bears. And a loose ball here with Valerie Mendoza. Mendoza lost it for a moment. Then we'll get a tie-up, and the arrow will go towards White Shield. The Warbirds, second game was Tuesday, third game of the season here today. Well, for White Shield, their first game was back on Tuesday. Their second one here today. A lot of teams between that 2 to 4 category here in terms of games being played throughout the contests. This will be a turnover as Emerson Johnson comes up with the steal. Johnson weaving her way across White Shield defenders, and Johnson going to go right to the paint. No one's going to stop the ball, so Emerson takes it for 2. She's got all 4 points and a timeout on the floor. 6:39 remaining in the opening quarter on the Bank North scoreboard. Warbirds lead it by 4.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
6:39 remaining here in the first quarter. Emerson Johnson able to go all the way from coast to coast. Finish with the 2 points there. Quick timeout here from Shelly Kepland. That'll be the first here for White Shield. As the Warbirds will pick up man-to-man pressure defense here in the half court as Emerson Johnson's going to get the steal. Crow's Ghost then applying some pressure, and she's going to get the steal the other way. Crow's Ghost with a runner off the backboard. No rebound for White Shield. 2-point attempt by LaRue. Can't go. Precious Rich gets the offensive loose ball. Here at the top of the key, back to Crow's Ghost. Crow's Ghost leaves it right side. Here goes Everett, three-pointer off the lip of the rim, and Emerson Johnson corrals a loose ball. Outlet to Valerie Mendoza. Mendoza weaving her way, and there's going to be a foul. Foul will be assessed here on Hunter Crow's Ghost. That'll be her first, team's first 2 free throw attempts. The first of the afternoon will be with Valerie Mendoza. Warbirds went 6 of 16 from the free throw line against the Lobos. Mendoza was 1 of 2 from the stripe. Free throw opportunity on the first is up and in. Second one on the way here is Wyndmere Lidgerwood off to a nice start here in the opening 2 minutes of play in the first quarter. Free throw attempt number 2 is good as well. Winner of this game will play tomorrow at 4:30 in the Consolation Championship. Loser will play at 3 o'clock to begin our coverage tomorrow afternoon. And next will be South Border and Enderlin here in the Consolation Semifinal game number 2. Crow's Ghost off the window, can't get it. Ball gets tapped out of play. Last touched here by Kiera LaCroix. And that will be off the hands of White Shield as now you'll see the Warbirds handling the rock. As the Warbirds find a little outlet pass, as now Mendoza will come up with it after Steinhaus gave her the ball. Ball goes to Emerson Johnson, left wing three-pointer open. That'll be long. Rebound comes down to Valerie here. Her second right pocket triple off the mark. No, Emerson Johnson then gets fouled. Precious Rich will pick up the foul, her first, team second. Emerson on a nice stat line so far. 4 points, a couple of boards, and now a chance to add to it at the free throw line. Free throw attempts number 3 and 4 of the game here for the Warbirds as Emerson Johnson buries the first, now with 5 points to lead the floor. Second free throw attempt for the right-handed toss with Johnson, nothing but nylon. So she's got 6, 2 for Mendoza. That makes up the Warbirds 8 here in the opening 2.5 minutes of play. White Shield with Aubrey Everett. Everett looks for the ball screen, takes it. Little pick and pop action at 10 Bears. 10 Bears looking for a cutting LaCroix. Instead, will take a ball screen to the right wing. White Shield bounce pass to Precious Rich. Rich gets to the baseline, partially deflected shot there by Journey as it's Steinhaus who will hit the outlet pass to Emerson Johnson. And Johnson going up, lost it on the way up. Maybe just a little bit of contact, not enough to be called, though, on the way by Hunter Crow's Ghost, as this one will go out of play, and it will be White Shield basketball. Nicely done by Hunter to get back and at least get her hands up and try to be a little bit of a wall there for Emerson Johnson to not allow just a clean runway to get to the field goal. This one will be intercepted by Jurdy. Jurdy leads a 4-on-1 with the pass to Mendoza off the window for 2. Valerie Mendoza, she's got 4, and it's 10-0 Warbirds here in the opening 3.5 minutes of play on the Bank North scoreboard. As you'll see, Everett here at the top of the key, that's Aubrey. Aubrey looking for a teammate here as White Shield looking to set up the offense. Crows Ghost trying to get the basketball, does. Crows Ghost with a couple of dribbles to the baseline here as this one nearly goes out of play. LaCroix saves it, able to spin through the double team, but Mendoza comes up with a steal. Mendoza goes the other side. She's got numbers. It's 2-on-1. Mendoza will go right to the tin. Right-handed layup is good and count it. Tim Bears will get called for the, Aubrey Everett will get called for the foul. That'll be her first and the team's third in the restriction arc when Mendoza went up. So Valerie now has 6 points, chance to make it 7. As we'll see Delaney Brunel into the game here for White Shield, also Emery Everett. A couple of 8th graders playing here for the Warriors. Free throw attempt on the way here for Mendoza, trying to make it a game-high 7 points, and does. All the scoring so far from Mendoza and Johnson here for the Warbirds as they have put this one up to a 13-0 contest. White Shield going hard down the paint. Crows Ghost with the step through, can't get it. Rebound to Dotson-Rod. Dotson-Rod with the outlet now to Emerson Johnson. Johnson looking up the floor, right wing, free throw line extended, finds it to Dotson-Rod on the trail. Dotson-Rod wide open is Steinhaus for 2. Summer Steinhaus with their opening field goal of the contest here. It's now a 15-0 lead here for the Warbirds. As you'll see Aubrey Everett here against this man pressure Warbirds defense. Everett dribbling, looking for the ball screen, takes one right-handed side. Everett takes another ball screen here from White Shield. Ball gets skipped. Mendoza got her hand on it. Eventually, LaCroix trying to battle with it, and we'll see hitting the deck card is Dotson-Rod. Outlet goes up to Steinhaus. Steinhaus with the pass across the paint to Emerson Johnson. Johnson spins, and there's a foul on the reach. Aubrey Everett's going to pick up the foul, her second, team's 4th, as Emerson Johnson heads to the free throw line to shoot 2. Clock will stop with 3:12 remaining here in the opening quarter on the Bank North scoreboard. Free throw attempt here for Emerson Johnson is up and in. Warbird 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Substitution coming into the game will be Bryn Williams. She will come in for Dotson-Rod as the Warbirds will go a little bit smaller here with the 5'3" guard as the 5'10" senior checks out. Johnson free throw attempt is good. Now 7 of 7 for the club here for the Warbirds. 3 players in the scoring column. They have yet to hit a 3, but a lot of stuff has come inside the paint here for Wyndmere Lidgerwood so far in the opening 5 minutes of play. White Shield with it, top of the key. That's Everett, that's Emery. And then there's a steal on the way by Summer Steinhaus. Steinhaus finds it to Bryn Williams. Williams off the backboard, can't get it. Rebound, putback, good for 2, though, for Summer. Steinhaus 4 points, a couple of rebounds here as starting to see the Enderlin Eagles club file their way in. Also, we will be seeing South Border here momentarily coming inside the bubble. Aubrey Everett, right of the key, looking to hand this one off, does to Crows Ghost. Crows Ghost trying to get out of a double team, and we'll see a tie-up, and the arrow goes towards Wyndmere Lidgerwood. So the Warbirds eventually force a turnover here as they will see this for Wyndmere Lidgerwood. As you will see this out of play, and Valerie Mendoza will look to cross the timeline now for Wyndmere Lidgerwood. As Mendoza leaves it now to Bryn Williams. Williams looking on the interior. Shot's going to be partially blocked, but eventually goes right to a teammate to Jurdy, and Jurdy's on the board. Jurdy's the 4th different Warbird player here with a bucket this afternoon. As Wyndmere Lidgerwood leads it 21-0 over White Shield. Everett, one-handed pass off LaCroix, and it will stay White Shield basketball. Substitution into the game now for the Warbirds. Frecking will check in, the 5'6" junior guard, as Callie will get her first opportunity to get up and down the floor here today for the Warbirds. Inbounding it here will be Everett. Aubrey trying to find a teammate, and eventually Mendoza comes up with a steal, and we'll see a foul and free throws upcoming. As a foul will be on Delaney Brunel, her first, team's 5th, and we'll be seeing 2 free throws upcoming here for the Warbirds. So 2 away, again, with the new rules from last year into this year. You get to 5 fouls in a quarter. You get 2 free throw attempts. These will be free throws 8 and 9 here for the Warbirds in the opening 6 minutes of play. First of 2 for Mendoza is pure. Free throw opportunity number 2 upcoming here for Valerie. Substitution as Anira 10 Bears will check back in also with Precious Rich. Got a rebound so far here for 10 Bears. Got 6 in the tournament. Free throw attempt number 2 is in as well. Well, it's been a clinic at the free throw line for the Warbirds. 9 opportunities, and 9 of them have almost been pure. And maybe 1 or 2 has maybe just grazed the rim, but they have been pretty good free throw attempts here by Mendoza and Johnson in the quarter. Everett, bounce pass nicely done to Precious Rich, going up, can't finish. Nice move though for the Warriors, that is, and the Warbirds with an outlet pass. Mendoza to Johnson, who chases it down with the left hand for 2. Emerson Johnson in double digits with 10. Nice baseball pass going about almost 3/4 of the court there. Here's a 3-pointer attempt by Whiteshield off the backboard by Everett. Rich is able to come up with it. Second chance opportunity now for Whiteshield, as the Warriors will give it to 10 Bears. 10 Bears looking to step into a 3-pointer. Thought better of it after Jurdy got there defensively, as you'll see Everett now between the circles. 70 seconds remaining in the quarter. Everett taking a couple hard dribbles, lost it. Trying to save it, does. Nicely done there by Bryn Williams. Emerson Johnson going to run, looking for Williams. Williams lost it off her right hand, then out of bounds, and a turnover here for Wyndmere Lidgerwood. But really good hustle by Bryn Williams to save it from going into the front row on the far sideline and having a chance in the transition game here for the Warbirds. As Whiteshield with Anira 10 Bears will do the honors, as they will handle it now in the front court. 10 Bears will have a double dribble violation, as she was thinking maybe to pass it to Aubrey Everett. Then Everett wasn't necessarily looking, so went to go set the screen, and turnover there on Whiteshield. Warbirds here with Mendoza, as Mendoza takes the ball screen right of the key. She'll shoot the college range 3-pointer, book it. Valerie Mendoza with her second made 3-pointer of the tournament. 4 players in the scoring column for Wyndmere Lidgerwood, as they've ballooned this lead up to 28. As Brunel passed the right-handed side. Whiteshield working with it on the interior. And we'll see Precious Rich having a chance here off the rim. No, a second chance for Precious. No, another opportunity here for Whiteshield on the interior, as Rich is going to spin on the inside. Loses it for a minute, and then we'll have a tie-up, and the arrow will stay Whiteshield basketball. So the Warriors will have a chance one more time to get something through the iron. So far, 0 of 12 shooting from the floor. Wyndmere Lidgerwood 9 of 14. Warriors bounce pass on the inside, stolen away. Emerson Johnson with 2 seconds. Mendoza has to try to get the shot up before the horn, and it's not going to count. Unable to get it off her right hand quick enough before the horn. That's how we'll end our first quarter play. It's the Warbirds of Wyndmere Lidgerwood up 28 here on your liveevent.com.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Make sure you patronize all of our sponsors who are allowing us to bring you the Barnes County Girls Basketball Tournament here today in Valley City. Warbirds up 28 rip. Warriors were down 33-0 after one quarter play on Tuesday against Northern Cass. As Wyndmere Lidgerwood will handle the rock here with Summer Steinhaus into the backcourt as this one will go to Frecking. Man-to-man pressure defense here by Whiteshield, right-handed side to Steinhaus. Steinhaus will take a couple of dribbles inside the paint, drive and kick. Here's a jumper on the way, and that's good. Nice little move. Callie Frecking able to finish with the 2 points from about 16 feet. Whiteshield with Everett. Everett dribble handoff to Brunel. Back to Everett here. Everett takes the ball screen, taking a couple of dribbles. And she will walk with the basketball. Kind of a 1-2-3 step into that one. A turnover here for Whiteshield. Warbirds here with Frecking to inbound it here into the backcourt. As this one will be with Bryn Williams to Steinhaus. Open right wing three-pointer. This one will be off the back of the rim. Hits it twice. And Emery Everett corrals the loose ball. Whiteshield. We'll see this one with Anira Tenbears. Tenbears trying to go through a double team, and we'll see a foul on the floor before the shot. Fresh 35 on the shot clock as well. This one will come across on the arm with Summer Steinhaus. Her first, team's first of the quarter, just a second of the game, as Hunter Crowsghost will check back in here for Whiteshield. Warriors on the inbounds here as they will handle it to the high post to Emery Everett, and she will have a double dribble violation on Whiteshield. After the tournament concludes tomorrow for the Warriors, they will have some closer games instead of having to travel 3.5 hours, hosting Trenton for their home opener on December the 17th before going to Berthold on December the 20th. Warbirds right now will handle the rock with Bryn Williams. The right-hand side of Jurdy. Little flex offense open on the inside. Off the backboard for two is Dotson-Rod. Dotson-Rod gets in the scoring column here for Wyndmere Lidgerwood. As the Warbirds well in control of this contest early on here. Wyndmere Lidgerwood 12-11 last season, making it to the Region 1 tournament. There's a steal for Jurdy. Jurdy left-handed layup for two. So Jurdy now will handle 4 points in the game. As Whiteshield will see this one with Aubrey Everett. Everett takes the ball screen here to Tenbears. Tenbears will see it between the circles. Coming to a 29-footer. Off the backboard, no good. Long rebound comes out to Everett. Aubrey uses up that dribble. Finds Crowsghost here on the handoff. Crowsghost with the jab step. Jurdy trying to get the steal. Does as she tiptoes the far sideline. Jurdy with the layup with the left hand as she gets the steal and score. 6 points here for Jurdy and the Warbirds with 8 points so far here in the quarter from 3 different players. Precious Rich trying to post up on the high post. Turnover as you'll see this again for Jurdy. Jurdy then nearly walked with the basketball. It will be a turnover. Yes, it will. Wondering there if maybe Crowsghost might have just nicked the basketball with her left hand. Is she able to bring it back? And now Whiteshield will inbound it here for the Warriors on the far sideline. Nicely renovated again here inside the bubble, just in terms of what they were able to do from last year to this year. Painting it all that Cardinal red. Looks awfully nice and homey. There's a three-pointer off the backboard. Good. Tenbears with the triple. That'll be her third of the tournament. And Whiteshield's on the board here just before the 5-minute mark on the second quarter. Steinhaus running the offense. Easy 2 points on the inside. Summer Steinhaus now is 6. As Whiteshield with Tenbears. Take a couple of dribbles. Tenbears leaves it to Crowsghost. She'll shoot the left baseline triple. There's a three. Back-to-back three-pointers here for Whiteshield as able to get on the board. Steinhaus gives it across the way. This will go to Dotson-Rod. Back to the top as the Warbirds here will rip it through right-handed side to Steinhaus. Steinhaus taking a hard dribble as she gives it to Jurdy. Now to the right elbow. Jumper off the mark by Dotson-Rod. Ball tipped out of play, and it will be Warbirds basketball. Substitution as Mendoza and Johnson will check into the game for Wyndmere Lidgerwood. Well, Amelia Wilkinson, the freshman, will come into the game here for the Warriors. So Wyndmere Lidgerwood to inbound the basketball with Frecking. Frecking gives it to Johnson. Emerson with a couple of dribbles here inside the paint. There's a reach and foul on the floor. This will be with Emery Everett. That'll be her first, team's first of the second quarter. Both have one in that category. Warbirds with all 5 of their timeouts, while the Warriors, they have 4 remaining. Warbirds able to see this one. There's a foul in the act of shooting with Emerson Johnson. So Johnson will head to the free throw line. Foul will be assessed here across the wrist with Wilkinson, her first, team second, and 2 free throw attempts here for the Warbirds. Emerson Johnson, first free throw is up and good. Now with 11 points in the game, trying to match the game high of Mendoza with a made free throw here of 12 if she can convert. And the second one is good as well. 12 points there for Emerson Johnson as White Shield will see this in the front court with Crow's Ghost. Now to the right baseline. And there's a steal on the way for Summer Steinhaus. Steinhaus pushing it to Emerson Johnson. Johnson stop, pop from 13, no. Rebound, Steinhaus spins, lost it on the way up, trying to regain possession, and then there's going to be it out of bounds after the deflection off Timbers. It went off the backboard that's going towards the baseline, so that's out of bounds, and it will be Warbirds basketball. Steinhaus on the inbounds. Gives it to the right-handed side here to Frecking. Frecking to Mendoza. Three-pointer on the way for Valerie, no. Rebound, putback, can't get it. Another opportunity for the Warbirds, good. Summer Steinhaus now with 8 points, 42-6. Bodies hitting the floor here in this second quarter, as you will see White Shield with 10 Bears. 10 Bears to the high side with Wilkinson. Wilkinson at the high post, looking for a teammate. Crow's Ghost open, right pocket three-pointer, no. Rebound comes down to Dotson-Rod. And Mendoza able to get it in the front court now for the Warbirds. Mendoza with the step through, and we'll see if it's in the act of shooting. It will be, as Mendoza will be rewarded with free throws. A little step through action. As the foul will be on Emery Everett. That'll be her second. Team's third and 2 free throws here for Valerie Mendoza. A game that so far is 23 minutes old here inside the bubble. Mendoza hits free throw attempt number 1. Substitution will be coming into the game for the Warbirds with Summer Steinhaus. Steinhaus will be checking out, that is, as Dotson-Rod able to come back in with Bryn Williams. Free throw attempt number 2 by Mendoza is good, now with 14 points. As the Warbirds have done throughout man-to-man pressure defense here in the half court, as you will see Everett here at the left wing. Everett using up that dribble, bounce pass. Emerson Johnson able to get the steal. Johnson leads a 3-on-1. Johnson stop, pop off the window, got it to go for 2. Johnson now with 14 points on the afternoon. 40-point lead here for the Warbirds, as White Shield will see this be off the hand, and it will be Wyndmere Lidgerwood basketball. So good tip, Bryn Williams, then goes off a Crow's Ghost, and it will be another turnover here on White Shield. White Shield with 42 turnovers back on Tuesday. The Warbirds, they had 21. Emerson Johnson crossing the timeline, leaves it to Mendoza. Mendoza on the left wing, ankle cross, bounce pass on the interior to Dotson-Rod. Dotson-Rod, good move, just can't finish. Rebound with 10 Bears there for White Shield. As White Shield quickly will go with Everett here in transition. Everett gets walled off. Find Crow's Ghost here. Crow's Ghost with the runner from the left elbow, can't get it, and a rebound to the Warbirds as they will outlet here to Emerson Johnson. Board there by Dotson-Rod. Johnson with the step through, can't get it to finish. And a board eventually comes to White Shield. Crow's Ghost in the front court here. Mendoza is going to come up with the steal, and Mendoza with a little Thursday afternoon stroll down the paint for 2. Mendoza with 16 points, 48-6 as we near the 2-minute mark here in this second quarter of play. Aubrey Everett here at the right wing will hand it off now to Emery, the sister, as Emery gives a bounce pass. Emerson Johnson looking for the steal instead. A turnaround jumper there by 10 Bears is no good, and Johnson gets the rebound. Mendoza will utilize the basketball here. Mendoza with a couple of dribbles, takes the ball screen. Mendoza fires a pass. That'll go to Frecking. Frecking back to Johnson. Emerson Johnson on the baseline here, taking a couple hard dribbles across the paint, and Crow's Ghost is able to come away with the steal. As White Shield looking up the floor here with 10 Bears. 10 Bears to Crow's Ghost here. Crow's Ghost gets the baseline, fires a shot off the iron. Rebound comes down to Dotson-Rod, now to Emerson Johnson. Emerson Johnson regains possession, and then there's going to be a foul here on Aubrey Everett. As Everett picks up the foul, that'll be her third. team's fourth, and 2 free throw attempts here for Emerson Johnson. Good run, though, going back and forth there for the last about 2 minutes of play, as Johnson with 14 points. Second on the team in scoring here today. Johnson free throw attempt is up and in. So far, 14 of 14 from the free throw line are the Warbirds. They went 9 of 9 in the first quarter. So far today, with 5 opportunities, they've made them all. Now we'll have a 6th opportunity here in this quarter with Johnson yet again. And Emerson and Valerie Mendoza, I tell you what, if you were playing a carnival game of not having to hit the rim, they've done it perfectly so far here in terms of their free throw opportunities. Bottle those up as they've hit all the free throws here in this contest for Wyndmere Lidgerwood. We're seeing 14 made three-pointers for Valley City back on Tuesday. And for the Warbirds right now, they're going to have a tournament high in terms of free throw attempts. And the way this one is going, makes so far with the final 79 seconds here in this opening half. Warbirds season high in scoring 61 in their first game. This is game number 3. They defeated Ellendale by 20 back on December the 5th. As Reese Hosford, the freshman, gets in a chance now for Steinhaus from the right elbow. Can't get it to go. Ball will be tapped out of play, and it's going to be in the hands of White Shield. White Shield held scoreless in the first quarter. A pair of threes by 10 Bears and Crow's Ghost in the second quarter. Crow's Ghost will launch a 24-footer. This one will be short. Rebound comes down to Emerson Johnson. Johnson to the near side finds Reese. Hosford, bounce pass on the interior to Steinhaus. Jumper, got it from 10. Steinhaus becomes the third different Warbird in double digits. As you will see, Aubrey Everett now across the timeline here as Everett spins. Everett takes the ball screen to the baseline. Crow's Ghost, left pocket three-pointer. That'll go long. Rebound comes out to Bryn Williams, and Williams wants to run to Emerson Johnson. Johnson's going to get bumped into here by Crow's Ghost, and Johnson will head to the free throw line as the foul will be coming against Hunter, her second, and team's 5th of the quarter. And 2 more free throw attempts here for Emerson Johnson. These will be her 9th and 10th free throw opportunities here of the half. Free throw attempt on the first for Emerson is up and in. 7 points in the quarter, 17 in the game here for Emerson Johnson. Free throw attempt number 2, right-handed toss is up and good. Perfect, as you heard Denzel Washington say perfection in Remember the Titans. Well, that's exactly what we're seeing here in this girls basketball game from the free throw line for the Warbirds. There's a 3 right between the eyes. Everett hits a triple at the left wing. 7 seconds, now 5 seconds. Johnson weaving her way, looking for a pass. This one will be out of play as the pass was intended for Jurdy. And a turnover here for the Warbirds. 3 threes in the quarter here for White Shield. Everett with 2 seconds. 1 half-court shot will be short, and that's how we'll end our second quarter of play. At the half on the Bank North scoreboard, it's 54-9 in favor of the Warbirds. Back with our halftime show and take a look at the first half numbers next from Valley City.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Ground North is a coffee shop and boutique located in the Bank North Mall in Lemoore, North Dakota. You can find a complete outfit at Ground North from sizes to small up to 3XL, ranging from sweaters, a variety of tops, bottoms, activewear, loungewear, and more. Ground North is open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. For more information or to check out the latest styles, go online to groundnorthboutique.com. That's groundnorthboutique.com.
Well, a good stocking stuffer for the holidays, or good pens, is Joey Hughes. Chase Miller with you here. Joey behind the scenes. Chase Miller with you, just talking about the variety that we have in our arsenal here today. Speaking of the variety, the Warbirds have had it here today with 3 players in double digits. On the Bank North scoreboard, Bank North has a trusted financial partner for generations, helping customers and communities build, grow, and prosper. To see what values-based banking can do for you, visit banknorth.bank. That's banknorth.bank today. Bank North, member FDIC, equal housing lender. First half numbers go like this. The Warbirds as a team shooting 56% from the floor so far, 18 of 32 from the floor, 1 of 5 from the land of 3. They are a perfect 17 of 17 from the free throw line here for Wyndmere Lidgerwood. Rebounding, they got 21 with 8 assists and 6 turnovers. Warbirds 45 points in the paint, 30 points off of turnovers. For White Shield, they're 3 of 22 shooting from the floor, 3 of 10 from the land of 3 so far here in this contest. They have yet to shoot a free throw, 12 rebounds, 2 assists, and 19 turnovers here for the Warriors. Wyndmere Lidgerwood, 28 points in the first quarter, 26 in the second. White Shield with 0 points in the opening 8 minutes, 9 points in the second stanza. Individual numbers, 18 points for Emerson Johnson. Johnson, 10 of 10 from the free throw line, 18 points, 4 rebounds with 3 steals. 16 points for Valerie Mendoza with 2 rebounds, 3 steals on 4 of 6 shooting from the floor. 7 of 7 from the line is Valerie. 10 points, 5 rebounds by Summer Steinhaus with 4 steals as well. 6 points by Jurdy on 3 of 3 shooting. 2 points then for Dotson-Rod with 6 rebounds. And Callie Frecking off the bench with 2 points in 8 minutes of play. Again, the Warbirds led by the 18 of Johnson, the 16 of Mendoza, and the 10 of Summer Steinhaus. For White Shield, they'll go like this. 3 points for Hunter Crowsghost, 1 of 4 shooting from the land of 3. She's got 3 steals as well. Anira 10 Bears with 3 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 points and a board here for Aubrey Everett. Also a rebound for Kiera LaCroix. A rebound here for Amari Everett, and 1 for Delaney Brunel as well for White Shield. White Shield again, 3 players with 3 points of Crowsghost, 10 Bears, and Aubrey Everett. We'll take a quick break, and we come back after this. We'll highlight what's to come still later today from Valley City. It's day 2 of the 2024, the 79th annual Barnes County Girls Basketball Tournament here on YourLiveEvent.com.
The friendly staff at Lemoore Drugstore reminds you, from prescription requests and OTC medication, you can find it all at Lemoore Drugstore. Gear up for the winter season with heated glove and boot liners to heated stadium seats, body wraps, and scarves. Plus, Lemoore Drugstore has an Evo car jump starter with an air compressor and power ports. You can also keep your refreshments cold or food warm with an Evo thermoelectric cooler bag. Located in the center of Lemoore in the Bank North Mall. For more, go to LemooreDrugstore.com or stop in and check us out.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime, serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond. We are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsborough, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank, strong, strong communities.
As we take a look at what's still to come here later today on YourLiveEvent.com, our second Consolation Semifinal will feature the Enderlin Eagles and the South Border Mustangs. That game is scheduled to get underway at 4:30. Winner of this contest will play the winner of our next contest again for the Consolation Championship on Friday at 4:30. Loser of these first two games will play for 7th at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. From there, our semifinals, the defending champ of the Barnes County Girls Basketball Tournament of Northern Cass. They will tangle with the number 4 seed of Lemoore Litchfield Marion. And then our nightcap, roughly at around 7:30, will feature Maple River going up against the Valley City Highlanders. Taking a look at the last couple of champs, Northern Cass won it last year. 2 years ago, Maple River, then LLM won 6 consecutive championships before Sargent Central got on the podium in 2015. Maple Valley won 3 straight, 2012 to 14. Last time Valley City won the Barnes County tournament was 2011. Now the Highlanders haven't participated every year as some of these other teams have, but that's the last time Valley City again has won the Barnes County Girls Basketball Tournament. Some of the free throw champs the last couple of years. Tessa Rasmussen from Lemoore Litchfield Marion won it last year. Chloe Wetch from Maple River won it 2 years ago. Then Genevieve Gruba, who eventually went to Concordia. Genevieve Gruba from Enderlin won it in 2021. Courtney Hovelson won it in 19, and Molly Muslin from Lemoore Litchfield Marion won it in 2018. Here in this contest, most points scored in any game. We got close to breaking that record on Tuesday, 97 by Hope Page going up against Sheldon back in 1994, where they scored 97 points. So if the Warbirds can match what they did here in the second half of what they did in the first half, they might be able to break the record. But again, running time starting in the fourth quarter if you're up by 30 points or more. That again is our halftime show. We come back after this second half action from the bubble. It's the Warbirds and the Warriors on the Bank North scoreboard. Wyndmere Lidgerwood leads at 54-9.
I'm James Jensen with RE/MAX Now, where we make the process of buying and selling property easy. This is Don. He's recently been thinking about selling his house. Here are the top 5 struggles Don is most likely to encounter. Number 1, pricing.
Somebody buy my house.
Number 2, the marketing.
Number 3, the negotiation.
4, the paperwork.
And number 5, the closing.
We can help with that. So when you want to find Realty Now, choose RE/MAX Now. Go to findrealtynow.com.
It's easy to see yourself here at Valley City State University, where faculty know your name and your dreams, where opportunities stretch as far as your aspirations and your interests drive your college experience. Here you'll find a community that supports you in every aspect of college life, and you'll leave ready to make a difference in the world. See yourself at VCSU. Schedule a tour today.
Wyndmere Auto is your hometown auto and 8 parts store. Their dedicated staff at Wyndmere Auto provides service and repair on cars, tractors, and trucks. In addition to auto and truck service, Wyndmere Auto has supplies from hardware and plumbing to agriculture solutions to local specialty products and sells and installs tires. Wyndmere Auto will strive to give you the best service at the greatest value possible. For shop hours, specials, or auto products, go online to wyndmereauto.com. Wyndmere Auto, located at 500 Highway 13 West in Wyndmere.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors on their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Second half action gets underway here. The Warbirds 54 points, led in the scoring column again by Emerson Johnson with 18. White Shield 3 players with 3. Our officials here today getting up and down the floor. Lance Lukes, Roger Kozowski, and Landon Peel here are our 3-man officiating crew. White Shield in their white uniforms with those red numerals outlined in black with the black stripe. Well, for the Warbirds in their all black attire with those gold numerals and lettering outlined with that gold down the side. Warbirds will see White Shield coming to a 3-pointer to start there by 10 Bears off the mark. Rebound by Mendoza, tapped out of bounds by LaCroix, and it will be White Shield having to go back and play some defense. Aubrey Everett on the floor with Precious Rich, Ten Bears, LaCroix, and Crow's Ghost, the original starting five for White Shield. Mendoza Johnson with Summer Steinhaus, Jurdy, and also Dotson-Rod, the original starting five for the Warbirds. And the Warbirds are in the free throw line. And for the first time today, it's not Mendoza or Johnson. It'll be Summer Steinhaus taking the free throw opportunities. As Anira Ten Bears picks up the foul, her first, team's first of the quarter. Free throw attempts here for the Warbirds. And they start the second half as they did in the first half. Able to hit another free throw. 18 points from the free throw line here today for Wyndmere Lidgerwood. Free throw attempt number 2 is got it. I tell you what, Ryland Gutzmer and this team, what they might have done over practice yesterday was free throw, and free throw. They're 19 of 19 from the line. Precious Rich, turnaround jumper, no. Ball gets tapped out in the hands of Aubrey Everett. Right-handed side, this will go to Crow's Ghost with the runner. Can't find it. Rebound to Mendoza. Now if you're Ryland Gutzmer here, able to call it an offensive set as Mendoza takes the ball screen to the baseline. Mendoza off the window, good for 2. Lane to open up. Mendoza now with 18 points in the contest. Tournament high again is 40. White Shield will reverse it here with Aubrey Everett. Right-handed side as this one will go to Crow's Ghost. Back to the top of the key to Ten Bears. Ten Bears, as they weave their way to LaCroix, fires a pass, intercepted by Summer Steinhaus. Steinhaus up the floor, Johnson, and there's a hard foul. As the foul will be assessed here on White Shield, that'll be LaCroix, her first, team second, and Emerson Johnson hits the free throw line to shoot 2. That one was close in terms of the intentional foul. Well, there we'll call it just an ordinary foul as Johnson, first free throw attempt missed today here at the free throw line. Free throw attempt number 2 is up, and it's good. Emerson Johnson now 11 of 12 from the free throw line here today. The Warbirds continue to add on to it. Right-handed side with the basketball here will be Crow's Ghost as she leaves it out of Ten Bears. Ten Bears with the floater, can't get it. Precious Rich, though, gets the offensive rebound, trying to go back up with it. But Mendoza, like a net on the 4th of July, just kind of hanging around and able to finally get that one tied up, and it will be Warbirds basketball in a contest that's started at 3:03 here on a Thursday afternoon. As Mendoza and Johnson have kind of both handled the point guard duties for the most part here so far today for the Warbirds. Mendoza with the ball screen, looking for a teammate, finds one up top as Wyndmere Lidgerwood with Steinhaus with the spin. Steinhaus with the step through to Johnson. Emerson Johnson takes the ball screen by Jurdy. Johnson off the window, got it to go. Emerson Johnson weaving her way around for 21 points here for Wyndmere Lidgerwood. Right-handed side will be Everett. Everett able to get hard inside the paint, and first free throw attempts for White Shield will be upcoming. Foul looks to be assessed on Jurdy. It will be. Jurdy will pick up the foul as Aubrey Everett heads the free throw line in this tournament. White Shield 2 of 4 from the stripe. Free throw attempt on the first will rattle off. Substitution coming in for Wyndmere Lidgerwood. You'll see Bryn Williams also with Reese Hosford able to return, and Kelly Frecking. Hosford the freshman, Bryn Williams the senior, and Frecking the junior here for Ryland Gutzmer. Free throw attempt number 2 is good. Everett now with 4 points to lead the floor for the Warriors, who have cracked double digits. As Wyndmere Lidgerwood now will handle it with Hosford. Left-handed side as this will go to Bryn Williams. Williams leaves it to Jurdy. 15-footer on the baseline, no. Rebound eventually on the floor, and we'll see a 2-point reverse on that coming with Bryn Williams and her and Aubrey Everett on the floor. And the jump ball will make its way towards White Shield. So White Shield able to get the defensive stop after they were able to get to the free throw line, as they will be heading their way with the basketball. Aubrey Everett near sideline. This will be in the hands of Crow's Ghost. Back to the top of the key. There's a three-pointer by Ten Bears. That'll go short. And a board here to Bryn Williams. Bryn Williams Now in the front court here, a little hesitation. Bounce pass on the interior. Good spin around shot. No. Rebound by Jurdy. Can't finish. Jurdy with another chance, and there's a foul on Precious. Rich will pick up the foul. That'll be her second, team's third. And you'll see 2 free throws here by Jurdy after the miss by Dodson-Rod. Jurdy stayed with it, missing the attempt, but getting the second chance opportunity. And she will head to the free throw line to shoot 2. First of 2 free throws will rattle in. Second free throw attempt upcoming. White Shield will bring in Amelia Wilkinson. And she will come in for Rich. Free throw attempt number 2. 220 miles one way for White Shield to come to the Bjarnes County Girls Basketball Tournament. So they will go 220 one way, 220 the back. They're picking up some travel miles if you had that in terms of the bus. Here's a shot by Crow's Ghost. Can't get it. Rebound putback, no. It's still loose. Crow's Ghost tiptoes the end line. Fires it to 10 Bears as 10 Bears looks to reverse the basketball. Does to Everett. She'll shoot this one off the backboard. And Jurdy corrals the miss. Jurdy to Dodson-Rod. Back to Jurdy here. Jurdy will handle the point guard now to Bryn Williams. Williams reverse pivots. Williams with the pass to the right-handed side. Open is Jurdy on the interior. Off the window. Got it to go for 2. Jurdy now with 9 points in the game. And for the Warbirds, they got 10 here in quarter number 3. Deep three-pointer on the way for Everett. Nothing but nylon. Aubrey Everett now with 7. For White Shield, that's their 4th 3 of the contest as well. Frecking in the front court, left wing to Bryn Williams. Williams takes the ball screen here, back to Jurdy. Jurdy looking for a teammate, finds one on this little flex as they'll go on the interior. Shot partially blocked on the attempt by Dodson-Rod, as now Jurdy misses it. Another attempt here, and there's the foul. Dodson-Rod will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Foul will be assessed here on Anira 10 Bears, her second. It'll be bonus for the remainder of the quarter here for Wyndmere Lidgerwood. Free throw opportunity will be here for Dodson-Rod with 2 points so far. Dodson-Rod free throw attempt is in. Warbirds in the quarter have shot 7 free throw attempts so far. They are 5 of 7 from the free throw line as you'll be seeing Delaney Brunel back into the game here for White Shield. Another opportunity here for the senior, and Dodson-Rod got it to go. Dodson-Rod now 4 of 4 as Macy Gockler, the 5'1 sophomore, will check in for Dodson-Rod. We're starting to see Rylan Gutzmer able to go a little bit deeper down the bench here for Wyndmere Lidgerwood. And here 10 Bears to the left-handed side as this one will go with Aubrey Everett. Inside the paint, can't finish. Rebound here for the Warbirds on the outlet as this will go to the aforementioned Reese Hosford and Gockler, and Hosford able to make her way right to the tin for 2. The freshman gets in the scoring column here. Good rebound as well on the interior by Urbis, the 5'6 freshman. Ball at the top of the key. This one to Crow's Ghost. She'll shoot the three-pointer off the iron, no. Another board coming there for Paisley. Outlet pass goes to Bryn Williams, and Williams wants to run. Why not? Trying to beat everybody down the floor. Finds it to Gockler. Gockler, the paint opens up. Gockler gets a shot off and gets rewarded with free throws. Macy Gockler will head to the free throw line. Foul will be on White Shield. This will be on Wilkinson, her second. White Shield now with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players with at least 2 fouls. Free throw attempt on the way for Gockler is good. Macy comes in and hits another free throw. White Shield with Emery Everett, the 8th grader, will check into the contest here for 10 Bears. Free throw opportunity again for the Warbirds. Sound like a broken record. They've shot 27 of them so far here today. They've missed just 3. 24 of 27 from the free throw line here for the Warbirds. Crow's Ghost will handle it right-handed side as this one will go to Delaney Brunel now to the baseline. Three-pointer in and out, no good. Rebound goes to Callie Frecking. It was Frecking crossing the timeline. Warbirds pop a pass right-handed side as they skip it now to Macy Gockler. Gockler steps into a 17-footer and she gets fouled. The foul will be on Aubrey Everett, her 4th, and more free throw attempts for the Warbirds. Gockler with a couple free throws just a moment ago. She'll shoot another pair. This one missed Free throw attempt number 2 upcoming as Evelyn Heitkamp, the 5'6" freshman, will come into the game. Well, for White Shield, they will also make a substitution as Haley Wilson will come into the contest. Free throw attempt number 2 is off the mark, no good. Long rebound one here by Urbis. Urbis finds it. Free throw jumper by Reese Hosford, no. And the loose ball rebound comes out to Emery Everett. Here goes Crow's Ghost. Crow's Ghost to the right wing, gives it now to Everett. Everett step through, lost it on the way up, still throws it up, and eventually we'll see this one tapped, and it will be in the hands of the Warbirds. Reese Hosford will see this one, and there's a foul on Crow's Ghost. Crow's Ghost will pick up her 3rd, and we'll see some more free throws, as this one will be now with Reese Hosford. First opportunity for Hosford to shoot some free throws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players for the Warbirds have at least attempted 2 free throws here today. Hosford missing that one. Free throw attempt for the Warbirds with Tegan Bonenstingle. We'll check in. Bonenstingle, the 5'5" freshman forward. And you'll see White Shield also making a substitution. Zomaro Romero will be checking in. Romero will be coming into the contest, and she will just have to take out the jewelry again with the earrings to come out here. So Shelly Keplin, again for White Shield, makes the substitution, making sure they got everything squared away and taken care of. With 2:25 remaining on the Bank North scoreboard, you can go to banknorth.bank. That again is banknorth.bank to find a branch or location near you. 69-13. Wyndmere Lidgerwood with the lead over White Shield. Warbirds, I'm going to add on to it here where they made free throw attempts. That'll rattle in and out, no good. Loose ball will be with Romero there, but then she lost it on a turnover. Reese Hosford will see this. This will be off the backboard. No, another loose ball. Warbirds will come up with it, and then we'll see the foul. And this one will be on Emery Everett. That'll be her 3rd, and free throw attempts for the Warbirds. So Reese Hosford will lace him up to shoot 2. Warbirds, 22 of 44 shooting from the floor, while White Shield is 4 of 35 shooting from the floor. 36 rebounds for the Warbirds, just to 21 for White Shield. White Shield does have 22 turnovers. Free throw opportunity number 2 is good. So Hofsford able to get in the scoring column and get a couple made free throws, or make a free throw there. 70-13. As you will see, White Shield with Crow's Gross throwing it up, and that'll be out. And it will be Wyndmere Lidgerwood basketball. As the Warbirds will see this with Urbis in the front court, left-handed side. That'll go to Macy Gockler. Gockler got it to go. Macy Gockler gets in the scoring column here for the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds in terms of a made field goal, 72-13. 18-point quarter so far here for Wyndmere Lidgerwood. White Shield, then we'll see this one tapped out of bounds, but it will be off of Wyndmere Lidgerwood. And White Shield will inbound the basketball with Emery Everett, as they do on the baseline. Ball is still loose, and eventually we will get a loose ball, and the arrow this time will favor Wyndmere Lidgerwood. 92 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. As with this result for the Warbirds, trying to get to that Consolation Championship tomorrow afternoon. There's a good step through, shot up, and shot is good for the Warbirds here with Paisley Urbis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players in the quarter have scored for Wyndmere Lidgerwood. Crow's Ghost crossing over, gets the free throw line, throwing it up. This one is going to rattle in for 2. First made field goal inside the three-point line for White Shield today. Comes nearing the 1-minute mark in the third quarter. Wyndmere Lidgerwood, left-handed side with Heitkamp to the baseline now to Gockler. Gockler takes a little rub screen, looking for it, up and over, and this will be a turnover looking for Bonenstingle. As White Shield will handle it now, and Crow's Ghost will bring it in the front court. Grosgos asking for a ball screen. Now we'll pass it right-handed side as this one will go to Everett. That's Emery. As Everett gets the ball, she'll shoot the three-pointer. That'll be tapped out. Everett will get another crack at this one on the possession, but eventually this will be a steal. Paisley Urbis looking to go coast to coast. Right-handed layup for two. Urbis points off of turnovers, and she gets some more points in the scoring column here. 76-15, White Shield Grosgos takes the ball screen, making her way to the baseline here. Grosgos to the right short corner, throws it off the side of the backboard. It will be out of bounds, and this one will go towards the Warbirds. And we'll see a substitution as Precious Rich will check in. Also, Anira Tenbears will also come into the contest as they will pick up a little full court pressure defense with 6.7 seconds remaining here in quarter number 3. Shot clock is off. Ball gets inbound into Macy Gockler. Gockler crossing the timeline with 2 seconds. With 1 second, we get a turnover, and that's how we'll end our third quarter of play. Wyndmere Lidgerwood able to score 22 in the quarter, while for White Shield, they score 6. Coming up, we'll get to the final 8 minutes here of this Consolation Semifinal.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
It is the Barnes County Girls Basketball Tournament here on YourLiveEvents.com. Wyndmere Lidgerwood with this result will improve to 2-1 on the season. White Shield's going to drop to 0-2. Make sure you stay tuned with us throughout the conclusion of each contest as we will hear from the victorious player from the winning team. Also get to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, and of course our Play of the Contest, brought to you in part by Agassi Precision Ag. That'll all be coming up after the conclusion of this contest, and then we'll get you ready for the next game as well, featuring in our next contest South Border and the Enderlin Eagles. White Shield taking the ball screen here. Everett going down the paint. There's a foul, and she will go to the free throw line here to shoot 2. So 2 free throw attempts upcoming, as you will see the free throws attempts here for Aubrey Everett. She'll be going to the line to shoot 2. That foul assessed on Macy Gockler, her first. Team's first of the quarter. Free throw attempt here for Aubrey Everett against South Border and Enderlin coming up next. Free throw attempt will be off this side of the mark. And we'll have a running time in the fourth quarter, except when there's a timeout, injury, or you head to the free throw line to shoot once the ball is in your hand. Free throw attempt number 2 will rattle in and out, no good. Ball's going to be loose, and we'll see the Warbirds coming up with this as they will handle it now with Paisley Urbis, as Urbis will handle it to the right wing. This one between the circles, left-handed side to Bowenstengel. Bowenstengel goes to baseline jumper here from Macy. Gockler is going to be off the mark. Rebound, put back, good for 2, though eventually for Paisley Urbis. So Urbis gets the 2 points here, as you will see White Shield with 10 Bears crossing the timeline. 10 Bears taking a couple of dribbles inside the paint, off the side of the backboard. No, Precious Rich with it. She'll throw it up. No, another opportunity for Precious. Then a turnover here, as you'll see Paisley Urbis. Urbis hustling after the loose ball. Urbis, nice bounce pass across the way to Bowenstengel. Now to left baseline to Reese Hosford, who gets fouled. And Hosford went to the free throw line, where she's got 3 points so far here on this afternoon. Foul will be Wilkinson, her third. That'll be the team's first, so both teams with a foul early here in this fourth quarter of play. 78-15 here on YourLiveEvent.com. Free throw attempts will be a little bit long there for Hosford. 25 of 34 now from the charity stripe. As coming in will be Loretta Quam here on the way. Free throw attempt number 2 is good. So Reese Hosford now with 4 points. She will check out, and Rigg will check in. Aria, the 5'10 freshman forward as well. So for head coach Rylan Gutzmer, every one of his players able to get up and down the floor here on this Thursday afternoon. And we got a legal ball screen on Precious Rich. That'll be her third, team's second. As the Warbirds right now will inbound the basketball. Loretta Quam with those fluorescent pink, almost salmon-esque kind of shoes. And this one will go out of play as it was thrown away there by Teagan. So turnover here for the Warbirds. Warbirds able to defeat Enderlin in the Region 1 qualifier down in Wahpeton a season ago, eventually having their season come to an end to an awfully good Edgeley-Cullum Montpelier squad in the Region 1 quarterfinals. Warbirds will see this up the other side of the floor, and this will be off the hands and through the wickets here of Rigg. And another substitution, this one, though, coming by White Shield. Sophie Bird, the freshman, will come in. So Bird will check into the contest. Warbirds 53% shooting from the floor, 17% from 3, just 1 of 6. White Shield 12% shooting from the floor, 4 of 18 from the line of 3 at 22%. And there's going to be some more free throw attempts. Aubrey Everett with the drive, and she will get rewarded with 2 free throws. Second foul here for the Warbirds in the quarter, as this one was tabbed on Loretta Quam. That'll be her first, and White Shield will head to the free throw line here. So far today, 1 of 4, again, from the free throw line. Free throw attempt is good now with 8 points here for Aubrey Everett. Second free throw attempt here upcoming. Everett with the bend of the knee, shot no, rebound by Precious Rich. Rich spinning on the interior, but double dribbled with the basketball and a turnover here on the Warriors. White Shield will drop to 0-2 on the season. They will play in our first game tomorrow afternoon, just under 24 hours from now, in the 7th place contest here, the Barnes County Girls Basketball Tournament. This will be up top to Loretta Quam. Quam with a dribble, looking for it. Jab step, leaves it left-handed side. There goes Heitkamp, and Heitkamp throws it up. Precious Rich there gets the block. As you will see, Tembears going up the floor to Aubrey Everett. Everett spins, step through, shot is up and off the side of the backboard. Actually hits the wire that's going all the way to the ceiling to keep the rims a little bit elevated and also help a little bit here inside the bubble. So that'll be a turnover, and it will be Warbirds basketball. Expecting some good crowds later tonight for those 2 semifinals. Also, we'll see some of the South Border and Enderlin fans making their way here into the game next. Missed shot, Precious Rich will see this one up the floor. Here goes Everett. Aubrey throwing it up and in. Aubrey in double digits with 10 after scoring 0 points on Tuesday. Able to score 10 points here today. Scored in every quarter but the first. Warbirds on the inside, and we'll eventually see a foul or a jump ball. I'm going to see a jump ball. The arrow will go towards Wyndmere Lidgerwood. Was checking in for the Warbirds. Macy Gawkler is able to return. Warbirds with Gawkler to inbound it here as well. Gawkler bounce pass. This one goes to Urbis. Urbis off the front iron, can't get it to go. Rebound though, one and hustle for by Macy Gawkler. Gawkler at the right wing leaves it to the baseline here to Urbis. She'll shoot the three-pointer, no. Rebound and a hustle there by Quam. Another chance to Gawkler now for the Warbirds. Gawkler goes to the right elbow, back to Quam. Here's a 17-footer. Can't get it. Rebounds. Be tied up with, and the arrow this time will head towards White Shield. 2:30 to play here in quarter number 4. A 3-point quarter so far here for White Shield. Well, a 3-point quarter as well for Wyndmere Lidgerwood. Trying to get a three-pointer off was Tembears. She takes a dribble inside the paint, shot off the front iron, tipped around. Eventually, Quam will come up with it. Quam going up the floor here. And Quam with the left-handed layup for 2. Loretta Quam gets in the scoring column now here for Wyndmere Lidgerwood, 81-18. Warbirds will see this with Aubrey Everett. Everett taking a right-handed dribble. Everett to the baseline, got it to go for 2. Everett with another 2 points, now with 12 in the contest. Warriors get to 20 here in this game. Quam, left wing, taking a couple dribbles again, lost it for a moment, and the steal here will be with Aubrey Everett. Everett's pass to Timbers will stay with White Shield after it was off the hands of Macy Gockler. So the ball will stay here for the White Shield Warriors. As Enderlin and South Border again making their way to the floor, getting ready for their warm-ups coming up in just a few short minutes. White Shield with the bounce pass to Precious Rich as this one goes through the hands of a Warrior. As now you got Heitkamp the other way, and there's a foul. Wilkinson will pick up the foul. Heitkamp, Evelyn will head to the stripe to shoot 2. As Heitkamp again goes to the free throw line. As Heitkamp, the lefty, gets a couple of opportunities. Free throw attempt will be a little bit long. Second free throw attempt on the way. Second free throw attempt is up, and that will be off the mark. And it won't graze the iron, so it'll go out of play, and it will be the basketball here for White Shield. White Shield with 10 Bears brings it in the front court, as 10 Bears does, gives it between the circles to Aubrey Everett. Everett here with a couple of hard dribbles, looks to spin. There comes the double right-handed side of Timbers. Three-pointer will be off. Rebound eventually here to the Warbirds, as that'll be to Macy Gockler. And all that the Warbirds need to do now is take this one, and they will eventually just need to hold on to the basketball, as we'll see a foul coming. And the foul will be assessed here on White Shield. This will be on Wilkinson, her fifth, so they'll have to sub someone in the game. And that one might just take us all the way down to zeros on the scoreboard. And the final today here is going to be Wyndmere Lidgerwood picks up the win by a final of 80-20. Our post-game show is 81-20. Our post-game show is coming up next. White Shield will play in the 7th place contest against the loser of our next game of either Enderlin or South Border, while the Warbirds will play the winner of our next game upcoming. Make sure, again, you stay tuned to our post-game show. We'll hear from the victorious players. Also from there, we'll get you ready for our second contest. That and more is still to come. Again, your final here in this one with the win, 81-20. Warbirds pick up the victory.
This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Many factors impact your ability to increase profits on the farm. Make sure your planter is an asset and not a liability. Some limiting factors in making the perfect planter pass are row maintenance, meter calibration, and downforce management. It will not cost you anything to have the conversation about identifying solutions for these limiting factors. Agassiz Precision Ag, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
As we come back here on our post-game show, let's get to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Life takes energy. That, again, is Enbridge.com for career opportunities. As the Warbirds with a balanced attack of the three amigos almost of 21 points for Emerson Johnson, the 18 points for Valerie Mendoza, and then you had the 12 points of Summer Steinhaus as well. Again, 21 for Emerson Johnson, 18 for Mendoza, and Summer Steinhaus with 12 points as well. They are our Enbridge Energy players of the game. Go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities. From there, we get to our Agassiz Precision Ag play of the game. And while that's the free throw line for the Warbirds, they would finish in the contest 26 of 37 from the stripe, but they went 17 of 17 in the first half, and added that with Summer Steinhaus. They went 19 of 19 from the free throw line for their first 19 attempts, and when you can get to the free throw line as much as they did and cash in with 26 of their 81 points coming from the stripe, that is our Precision Egg player of the game, or play of the game, the free throw line. Again, your local precision planting dealer, Agassi Precision Egg in Hillsboro. Call 701-436-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. Again, for the Warbirds, going 26 of 37 from the free throw line, that is our play of the game. When we come back, we'll hear from Summer Steinhaus next for the Warbirds.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
As we come back, join us again, one of our Enbridge Energy players of the game here in this one for the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds. That is Summer Steinhaus with a really nice contest here. 5 of 8 shooting from the floor, 12 points with 5 rebounds. And Summer, I said kind of the three amigos almost today with yourself, with Valerie, also Emerson Johnson, all going in double digits. Just what did you see from your team right off the bat? Get a really good start and just kind of put this game on ice, so to speak, early on in the first half.
Well, I think our hustle was really good. I think that's what started off the game. Really, I mean, we just had to work. We knew that. I don't think we, I don't know. We didn't really do much else. We just tried hustling as much as we could. I feel like that worked.
And you're able to get the win, most importantly, with getting to 2-1. Now you got a chance to win 2 games in 4 days here in Valley City with the Consolation Championship. But what is the one thing with that Emerson Johnson, Valerie Mendoza, what do they kind of bring into the backcourt for the team here this season, Summer?
They bring a lot of physicality. I feel like they work really hard. I love that. They put in the hours, that's for sure. They're definitely both of our top scorers, and Emerson is very good at reading the ball, so same with Valerie, so they're good on both offense and defense. Really helps us a lot. 3 games is still very early, 2-1. You have a chance to get to 3-1 tomorrow with the win. What have you liked best about your team very early on this season, Summer, as you kind of transition from volleyball to basketball mode? I know you got one more game coming up next week before the holiday break, but what's one thing you like most about this team early on this season? I feel like we're all really close, and that helps. We trust each other with the ball, and it makes it easier. Let's talk about some of the other players here that had an opportunity. Jurdy, a nice quiet night, but a quiet, efficient night. 9 points, 5 rebounds. She has to kind of be one of the main players on the interior, grabbing rebounds with Sam as well. What do the kind of post players bring here to this season with both Jurdy and Dotson Rod? They're really great at rebounding, being physical. I love that. They can get the ball really well, so that's great. Summer, congratulations on the win. We'll see you 24 hours from now, roughly, in that 5th place game. Thank you. Summer Steinhaus with us. We'll continue after this from Valley City.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
As we come back here again, your final 81-20. So playing for 7th place again will be White Shield at 3 o'clock. Warbirds will be playing at 4:30 for the Consolation Championship. Final numbers go like this. Emerson Johnson, 5 of 10 shooting from the floor, 11 of 12 from the line, 21 points, 4 rebounds, 18 points for Mendoza with 3 boards, 12 for Steinhaus with 5 rebounds as well, and 5 steals in the game. Warbirds with 24 steals as a team. 9 for Jurdy with 5 rebounds. Then 4 points for Dotson-Rod with 8 boards. 3 points on the way here for Macy Gockler. 4 points for Hosford. 2 points for Loretta Quam. 2 points for Frecking. 6 points, 4 rebounds for Paisley Urbis. Warbirds shoot 50% from the floor at 27 of 54. 1 of 7 from the line. 26 of 37 from the free throw line. 1 of 7 from 3, that is. 26 of 37 from the line. 45 rebounds, 9 assists to 12 turnovers. Well, for White Shield, they go 7 of 47 from the floor, 4 of 19 from 3, 2 of 6 from the free throw line, 29 rebounds, 2 assists, and 29 turnovers. Led in double digits by Aubrey Everett with 12 points, 5 points by Hunter Crow's Ghost, 3 points for 10 Bears as well here today for White Shield. Points off turnovers, 39 for the Warbirds. 70 of their points come inside the paints. 60 of their, I'll check that. That one would be more of 50 coming inside the paint. Warbirds again pick up the victory by a final of 81-20. Coming up in about 15 minutes will be the opening tap between Enderlin and South Border next here on your liveevent.com.